Hello everyone, it's Jonathan again. Welcome to my channel, Jonathan's Diamond Painting and Stuff. I'm so glad you're here. If you like the videos I do, please just leave me a like and subscribe, and I hope to have quite regular content at the moment. It is about diamond painting predominantly, but also I do touch about my own personal journey and my mental health and what's going on with me. So it's not, strictly just about the diamond painting, but how helpful it has been for me. So today I'm going to be looking at my solar system kit and it's not a strict unboxing video because I actually unboxed it already, because I always get so excited when I get my diamond art kits that I just have to unbox them straight away, and of course get the cover minder, and see what it is and add that to my collection and just have a little look at the colours and a look at the canvas, because I just think when you open a kit for the first time, it's just so nice to see that design all on the canvas, and it's just nothing really like the rendered image. I mean, the rendering is good, but I just find looking at it in person in real life, getting a feel for how big it actually is actually a really cool thing to do. And so I always do that, but in the future, when I've received my kits, I will do an unboxing and my initial reaction to the kit in person. It might not be as in-depth as some other YouTubers, but as always, I'll try and put my own swing on it, and I hope, as always, it's helpful, and you can bring something back from these videos. Okay, so this is my solar system kit. This is the box. It's actually an empty box. Actually, this box actually broke. It was the only Diamond Art Club kit that has actually broken. I don't know why. It's just obviously, I think it was the packaging before they recently started having the air-filled bubbles in the box to stop them moving about a bit. And I think this was the only kit. It was in a bigger box because they still haven't quite developed like a small enough box for these single kits if you only order one kit. But now thankfully they are introducing the air-filled bubbles, and they do really help stop it rocking about too much. And I have had a couple of kits already in that new packaging, and it does make a world of difference. Okay, so this is Solar System by Image World, licensed through Diamond Art Club, and I wasn't quite sure about this one to begin with, but I was kind of in that phase of not really having many kits when I first started out, and obviously wanted to add to my collection, which obviously isn't really becoming an issue right now. It's more trying to curtail what I buy, but I just absolutely loved the rendering on this, and I loved just the style of the piece and just how incredible it looked, when you looked at the picture. And I just thought, the rendering was just perfect. It just looked as close as it could be. I thought it'd be a really exciting piece to do, and I just thought it was a bit different to the one I've just done, which is a literate dragon. So it's I'm going from like a cartoony sort of piece with lots of little details in to a grand piece with space, all the planets, and lots going on, and asteroids and things. And it just, I just really got excited looking at that canvas, So I ordered this. I think it was when I first wanted to try the multiplacers. So I got a 2 and a 3 multiplacer to work my way up to the 6, and I decided I needed to make it worth it with the postage and everything. I ordered the kit, and this was the kit I ordered. Okay, so I've actually already rolled the canvas back a couple of times and hung it up ready, so I will show you that later on in the video. To begin with, I'm just going to get all the colours out, and I'm going to start kitting those up, okay? So I think I'll change to the overhead camera now so you can see a little bit better. Okay, so I've just got the colour pack here. Um, Forgive the crinkly sound, you know. I'll try to limit it as much as I can, and I might edit some of it out. But I'm just gonna open the bag now. And forgive the limit of my space to show you, you know, on the camera angle. I don't have the problem zooming in, it's more zooming out, you know, and giving you enough detail, what you want to see. But like most diamond art kits, they come in a long disconnected rows of drills that are all heat sealed. That's kind of the best way, really, you know, it prevents static. And yeah, and so just having a look at the colours now. So as you can see, we've got quite a wide colour palette here. It's space, but some reds, some pink, oranges, browns, yellows, blues, purple, greens there, another bright red there. Yeah, so quite a variety of colours, the one project. Unfortunately, I think this kit was before the era of the new drills, so there's no fairy dust or oh, there's a rogue drill in there, or iridescent, or what's the other one? Glow in the dark drills in this project. And obviously this project would have been perfect for glow in the dark drills, but unfortunately, yeah, not for this project. Yeah, so some more. And obviously quite a lot of black drills. That's 3 packs of black drills, which is actually more. What is that in there? Something hiding. I don't know what that is. I guess I'll find out when I get to unpacking that pack. Some lovely primary colours here as well. A navy blue, with some golden yellows. Yeah. Oh, and I think that's 939. That's what I would call navy black. But that's just because I'm weird. You know, but yeah, very, very, very dark blue. But, and then I just shade slightly lighter dark shade of blue. Yeah, and another navy blue there. And then you've got here 141, which is our AB. Just trying to think, is there any other ABs? Oh yes, we've got a blue AB in here somewhere. I missed that. That is 138. Again, some really, really shockingly bright colours here. Can't wait to get started with this because I just love, love, love bright colours. I don't like doing dull coloured works very often. Never say never to anything, but sorry, just trying to find this mysterious missing blue AB. Where are you? What were we? 138. Ah, here we are. 138. So there's not that many of them. But yeah, that's nice. So there's 2 ABs, so there's not too much hard work with the ABs. And I think most of them are white scattered stars, so obviously there's a lot more white than there is blue. I'm not sure where the blue will be. I'm guessing there'll be some on the earth. And maybe scattered here and there between, but when I get the canvas I'll try and spot them. But, so right, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to cut all these up with scissors. So the way I do it is I just cut them all up, and then I'm just going to sort them in the order in which they come. Okay, so I just find this easier I'm just going to sort them into colours for now, just to be a bit easier. And then it'll be easier to find them when so I'll just go by the colour on the thing. I know everyone has their different ways of doing these things, but this is the way I'm doing it. And I think I'm a bit weird in the way I organise my drill pots, because I know a lot of people do it by the colour code, but I actually do it by colour itself. So and I know sometimes they're organised, so you see we've got the list here. This is a lovely sticker sheet that comes with it, and so Diamond Art Club have just done it all for us beautifully, so we just take these stickers off and put them on the pots ready. But you can see some of these are similar, but some of them aren't. So you've got an A here, and a which is like kind of that really dark navy, and another one, another very dark navy, and then a black, and then a 337 which is quite dark as well. So I would group those together. So when I'm looking for a dark colour, I just go to my dark drill pots, and I just find that easier. But I know some people just go down the list and then look, but that's the way I work. Okay, so okay, interesting. Just two shades of purple here. Well, lilac-y purple, only one colour away from each other on the DMC chart, so obviously some very slight variations in this kit. So just going to continue cutting all of these, and I'll speed up or skip this part of the video, and I'll be back with you in a minute. Okay, so forgive me if this isn't all on camera, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to kit all these up. So all I do is I just go in order of my sticker list, and then I start potting all these up. The way I do it is I use this funnel, which came with my art dot kits. My art dot storage box. This actually came with my older one, but this is a very tried and trusty one that I come to love. But I also just got another art dot which has one similar, and it comes in this lovely set of 80. And this kit has how many colours again? This has 62, so it just had a bit too many for my 60, and I've actually just lent or given my 60 container to my husband, who has started Spring Shine recently. Also a Diamond Art Club kit. We love Diamond Art Club in this house. So I'm going to kit up into those pots now, and then I'll sort them as I do them. Okay. Right, so forgive me if not all of it is on camera again, so I'm just taking a few pots out just to get myself ready. Okay, so number one, and there we've got number one is 138. So I just literally chop the end off. Oh, haha. It'd be good if you had the lid open before you do this. I know some people probably tip them straight in, but I'm very unlucky in a lot of things, so I just know they'll just go everywhere if I don't. So I just use my funnel. I sometimes use it for decanting the drills as well when I'm actually using the trays as I'm doing the project. I do find these really good. I love them. 141. Now, one thing is that a full bag of these will not go into one of these. So you do need to get one of the little spare bags that come with the kit to decant the rest of the bag. Because they just, as much as I'd love them to all go in, they won't. If you have different storage systems like the Elizabeth Ward containers, then they're better at having different size ones. But I think these are very cost effective. And I just love how easy they are to open and close. Yeah, so I like these a lot, you know, and I've never had a problem with them really. And the fact that you have to top up your drills every once in a while is not a big deal to me. So I've got my bags that come with the project. I've got so many of these because I don't use them all. And what I do is I just write on what it is. So this is 141 because, and then just stick the label on the bag, and then we know. And then I'm just going to decant the rest. Excuse me, getting all cat-handed on camera. And again, I use my funnel and just tip the rest of them in. Okay. There we go. And that's them all bagged up and sorted. Okay, next one. Okay, we are lilac-y colour, 155 here we are. Not very many of these. Oh, sorry, just open. I'll probably risk tipping these. Okay. H208. Yep. Are we going to stop talking now and just speed up the motion so you can see the process, but obviously I don't want to bore you with this whole process. Okay, so I'm just picking it up on the last three colours. As you can see, there's a lot done, and actually, I kind of like the whole kitting up process, particularly with a kit like this, because I know I went through all the colours and everything and said what there were, but you can't really appreciate it until you get them all out there. And I like grouping them into all the little colours so I can see all the different shades of reds. Over here, there's purples, there's greens, there's quite a lot of blues and blacks, some oranges and yellows, some browns and greyish and taupe, so yeah, it's really cool to see it all come together, and actually it really gets me in the mood for starting this kit later. It looks, the colours anyway are just amazing. So, and as you could see, I was writing my little label for the bags. I can sometimes tell when a bag is full, but sometimes it's a bit on the edge and I can't quite tell, so sometimes I just pour it first and then just see if it's going to overfill the pot, and then put it to one side. I have had a few little minor drill spillages, just one or two, but I'm not too bothered about that because Diamond Art Club are quite generous in the extras they give, and of course they do have that wonderful guarantee, and doubtless be trashing some drills anyway, but I think the last kit I did, Literate Dragon, was with a lot of their old drills, because it was an old kit that hadn't been restocked yet. So I think it was one of the original runs of the Literate Dragon. I don't know quite why it never sold out at that point, because it was their big advertising thing which got me into diamond art, so I can't quite fathom how it stayed in stock for that long, but anyway, it did, and it was the old kit, no colour mind, no washi tape or anything, so I didn't washi tape the edge of it or anything, and yeah, I just, sorry, ADHD moment there, I just forgotten what thread I was actually on, but it will come back to me, just give me 1 minute. Oh yeah, I was talking about the drills, wasn't I? Sorry, the difference in the quality of the drills. So the old drills, there was lots of trash drills I found. They're just, the little bits on the edge, they haven't all come apart. They're in twos, not split apart. And you can scalpel those bits off if you really want, but you shouldn't have to do that. And like I said, I did trash quite a lot of those drills, and I still had enough to finish my project. But I have noticed a lot of posts recently on the VIP group saying that there's a saying that they're running out of drills quite a lot recently. So I don't know if this is a pattern with the recent drills, or maybe they're I don't know if the calculations are different to what they were, or this just is we're just hearing about the worst of it, and generally people don't run out. So I'm not sure. I mean, Diamond Art Club are fantastic. I can't fault them in any way, because they always sort it. Their customer service is fantastic. It'd be nice not to run out of drills, but at the end of the day, they have that in place, so we can't fault them in any way, really. But I have noticed when my husband was doing his new kit, which I think had possibly had some more recent drills in it, because that was a restock, I think, or a new one, because he had the cover minder in it, so it was more recent, and I think possibly the 20 facet drills. I was noticing a lot less trash drills in his when he was doing it, but he's only just started the kit using a few different, maybe 5 or 6 colours so far, so we'll just have to see, as he goes on, how bad that is, and I'll have to see when I'm doing this project, but looking at them as I've been potting them up, I haven't noticed many of those suspicious, drills with holes in, drills with the, the little bit of resin to one side, so we'll just have to see what it's like, and if those horrible trash drills are truly a thing of the past. And I just realised I've not stuck the label on, but this is the last colour, so, and it's just because I'm talking to you, I'm just getting myself all confuzzled. Right, so that's that one, and I'll just stick that colour on, 3856. Yeah, and there we go. So I will just bring all of these different colours into camera so you can see. Just let me scrape all those drills off the table. I mean, one little irrational thing I do is I always keep all the trash drills, because I have this notion that if I really am desperate for a colour, I could go through my trash drills and see if any of them are really, you know, as trashy as I thought they were. So I'll put them to one side. This is just 939. I guess there's an extra bag of that, isn't there? 939, where are you? Yes, there you are. Yes, okay, so yeah, that's fine. So these are all the reds. Nice variety from dark to bright, including the Devil's Ways and 666. And these are all the purples. Again, some beautiful from dark to lilac-y colours. Yeah, so yeah, lovely variety there. And then we've got all the greens. You know, so some quite emerald traditional greens to grassy greens, to more of a teal sort of green. Yeah, so a lovely variety there. Then I guess I could put the yellows with these actually. So these are oranges and yellows. So again, we've got some really Halloweeny oranges going to the golden or Christmassy yellows, to the canary yellows, and more pale lemon yellow, and then there's a cream there as well. And then we've got blues. So let's have a look at these. So we've got, again, going from really quite dark colours. I put black in this because, like I said, I have my navy black notion, but my husband hates me using that term, but I just love that notion. But yeah, so quite navy, and off navy there, black, and then we're going from royal blues. Yeah, I love that royal blue, 796. That's a beautiful blue. And then going some more darker blues. And going quite down, and then we've got beautiful, like a sea sort of aqua, sea sort of blue, going to much darker blue again, and then going down to the really pale cloudy blues, sky blues. Yeah, so I love, those are beautiful colour ranges there. And then again, I've got some dark colours here, but they're kind of in with the browns, so going from the blacks, that's like of a taupe, so it's kind of going green, but kind of dark. And then we've got some more like earthy tones, so that is like a beige and a beigey brown, and then we're going down into like more of a skin tone, so skin tones, going into dark browns, and then more browns there. Yeah, going into like lots of different skin tones really. And then more of the fleshy colour there. And then more of a caramelly sort of brown there. Going into another sort of very creamy beige, and the dark brown there. Okay, and finally, we've got our two ABs, 1 and 2. Okay, so I'm just gonna pop these all into the case. So I always put my ABs right at the back. Just try and get all of these out the way, and that's so you can see which order I put them in and everything. But I know maybe my way is irrational, but I just like grouping my colours together. Okay, so where shall we begin? Let's do some dark colours, I think. So blacks. Let's do dark going into blues. probably belongs there. Okay, then we're getting all much paler. Okay, let's go into purples now. So dark purple. Okay, and let's do some browns, I guess. Quite a lot of these, actually. Not very many dark tones of brown, actually, just that one. The whites over there and going into the yellows, so yellow, then going into the oranges. Okay, and then I might do these taupey colours going into the greens. Actually, let's do that grey there. Green there. And then finally we're just going into the reds. So, darkest first. And there you go. So that is my colour palette. Let me just see if it will focus. And it all fits nicely in a nice little box. There you go. Okay. Alright, I'm just going to put this away. And then I'll get the canvas out and then we can just have a closer look at that before I prepare the canvas, okay? Okay, so here's the canvas, and I think it looks amazing, but before I show you any more, I'm just going to roll it the other way. So this was a trick that I learned from a very nice lady from the DAC Vans UK group. I didn't actually know this. I haven't actually watched a whole bunch of YouTube videos recently. If I had, I probably would have figured this out sooner. So I'm just rolling the canvas the opposite direction, and then this basically encourages it to flatten. And then because the canvases do self-flatten. I've already done this once or twice. There we go. Just a little bit. I mean, I also like my heavy books, but I'll have another go. But I think that's pretty flat, to be honest. And one thing I also do is I hang my diamond art up every night after I finish working on it, and that just helps, keep any creases out and everything. I just think it's good practice. I've got some really, really good hangers that I got from IKEA years ago, which are actually felt lined, and I just grip them on one side and the other and hang them up, or either on the top of the wardrobe or over some cupboards or something, just anywhere really, or maybe just put some hooks on the walls so you can do that. I think that's really good practice to do that. But you just need like something with grips on, ready to grip the top of this canvas here. Sorry, there you go, this bit here, because it's not going to be touching the drills or anything, so that's pretty good. So apologies the camera again. I don't quite have the zoom out effect on this new camera. It's brilliant for zooming in and the colour balance and everything. I love this camera, but it would cost me a lot of money to get a lens which would probably zoom out that much, and I just realised my iPhone actually zooms out as half, and although it's not as good quality for the zoomed in stuff, it's pretty good for that zoomed out effect, so I might use my phone in future for these zoomed out shots. But for this video I'll just move the canvas about as I talk about it. So so as you can see, we're just looking, I'll just push it up a little bit. At the moment I have a lower section of the canvas, but no, this is the sun. There's some ABs in the middle there, but not a lot actually, not as many as I'd thought. And then I don't know if this is some like asteroid or some kind of supernova or something, but that's interesting. There's a few ABs in there, and then there's just like I said, all these asteroids breaking off, which I thought was a brilliant amount of detail. Some more ABs there, and then dotted about, and like I said, the ABs are dotted around the canvas in these stars and everything. I'm just trying to find where the other colour AB is, because that's number 1, isn't it? I haven't found it yet. Anyway, but this is Jupiter, I presume. And you can see there's a lot of ABs in the surface of Jupiter, so all of these are white ABs going in there, and I just love the amount of detail in this. It's just incredible. It's so good. And the other thing I really liked about this canvas was just how much colour blocking there was, and I just thought, oh my god, this is going to be confetti heavy, and it's actually deceptive because there's hardly any confetti in this project. It's there's so many colour blocks, and I just thought I can go to town with my new Diamond Art Club 6 multiplacer and just really practice my multiplacing, get really good at it, maybe speed myself up again so I can do projects a little bit faster, and get my husband off my back and saying that I'm not allowed to buy any more until I finish them. So I thought this would be a really, really good project for that. Okay, I'm just gonna move it up a little bit. There we go, so we've got to the top section there. Okay, so this is obviously the Earth. You can see, I'm guessing this is North American, South American maybe. And then a lot of ABs in here. Yeah, so here we are. Here's all the ABs. So there's a lot of ABs on the Earth actually. So there's the number 1s, which are the blue ones, all in these sections here, and there's a lot of number 2s. So that is going to really come to life and sparkle when that's done. And like I said, there's lots of number 2s as the stars twinkling throughout the black canvas. And actually, there's not as much black as you would think, but there is a lot of dark colours in this. So there's lots of subtle changes. So there's blacks here, 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 around here, but there's lots of the other really dark navy shades in between. So I think that will break it up nicely. And the symbols are quite different, so I'm quite pleased about that, because often when you've got big sections of black, sometimes you worry that there's going to be very, very different, very, very similar symbols, and you're just going to get yourself confused. But I'm happy to say they're not too bad. Yeah, and just having another look. Yeah, so I'll just see if I can move it along a bit. Yeah, I just struggled to show you this bit up here, and apologies if you couldn't quite see the Jupiter when I talked about it earlier. I think you could see the beginning of it, but this is the whole section of Jupiter, and like I said, all those number 2 ABs and the white ones going along there, and yeah, a few white ABs going along the edge of Saturn and on that shooting star as well, which, apologies, that's just a bit off shot. Okay, so I'm going to just remove the clear film now, and I'm just going to start putting release papers on. I prefer using release papers, although I haven't actually tried any other method, but when I looked at it and I thought, oh my god, yeah, I didn't like, I'd love collecting cover minders, but I don't really use them as much. I just enjoy looking at them. But I think sometimes when you've got the release papers and the curling back, you can use a cover minder then, so they might be useful then, but I just love collecting things. But yeah, I didn't like the thought of washi taping and dividing and then cutting a bit of my canvas away, and I just like the release papers. You got your little rectangle section, and that's how much you're doing that day or that couple of days. Yeah, and I just I liked that, and it's an easy way to see how much you're progressing as well. And I guess you can do that with the washi tape sectioning off, but for me, I like the release paper method. I may yet try the other method, but to be honest, this works for me. One thing I'll say is just make sure you get release paper that is sold exactly for diamond painting. If you don't do that, you might end up getting stuff parchment paper that sticks to your canvas. I know some people buy baking parchment, but to me, I just thought I'm not going to be 100% sure that it's actually the non-stick stuff that's not going to stick to my canvas, and I've seen people wreck their canvas by putting the wrong stuff on. So I think the easiest way is just to buy the squares of release paper that's sold for that purpose. The ones I got are really cheap. I think they were about £6 or £7 on Amazon, and they just came in a pack like this, and they're perfect and do the job. Some of these I've actually reused from the last project, but what I did was I used one of my pet hair cleaning rollers, and you can get these anywhere. You can get these on Amazon. You can get these in a lot of hardware stores and everything, or homeware stores, so, and you just peel the top layer off, and then I just use that to get rid of any hair, because obviously I don't want to get any hair or bits on my fresh canvas. Okay, so I'm just put this up. I'm just going to peel back the film now. More static. Okay, so I tend to start from the top right, and I end up on the bottom left. So I'm just going to try and organise myself. So I'm just going to, I prefer horizontal, horizontally laid release squares. So I'm just going to try and count how many rows I'm going to be doing. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So about 7 rows. And then I'm just going to, because I'm trying to work out, because I'm going to overlap where I'm going. So basically you'll do a row at the top, and then obviously you go on to the next row, which has to be underneath. So I need to go from right to left. So 1, 2, 3 to the left, 4 to the right, 5 to the left, 6 to the right, and 7 to the left. So that means I need to start down here. Okay, now I've worked out what way the release paper is going. I'm just going to apply the washi tape to the very edge of this canvas. So this is because the poured glue actually goes a little bit over the edge, and so that can get bits of hairs and dust and everything. So to prevent that, we put washi tape around the edge, and washi tape is provided with all the new kits and the restocked kits, and there is plenty on there. I'm just doing a nice light colour. I can't honestly remember which washi tape came with this kit, and you just want it in line with the very edge of that black, so that you can place all your diamonds appropriately. Okay, so I've just washi taped all the edges, as you can see. So now I'm going to start using the release paper. So starting from this bottom right hand edge, overlapping both sides just smoothly over, and then we just continue overlapping, making sure it's nice and smooth so it's not creating any bubbles. Try to keep it as in line as possible, but it can be readjusted slightly when you get to each section. I'm going to have a tiny one on this end, I've just realised. I don't think any amount of would have ended up any changing that. So I've never done this before, but I'm probably going to cut some of these up, because otherwise I'm going to end up with wasting a load of release paper. Sure, smaller ones will be useful. I know some people cut their release paper up this way anyway, because they prefer the smaller sections. I mean, I don't finish one of these sections in one sitting usually, but I do like this size of section. I'm a bit weird that way. Okay, and then just folding these all over again. Use the other one of those. Right, so that's all the release paper on, so this project is officially ready to go. Somehow, even though I thought I'd done it right, I've ended up where we're going to have to start on the top left. Obviously my mathematics is not very good. It's because we done it in 6 rather than 7. I thought it would be 7 rows. That's why. Well, I think I'll be starting at the top left, won't I? But anyway, yeah, this is pretty good. So that's good to go. The only other thing I would say is I tend to hang this over the edge of a desk when I do it, and then but obviously it's important to just have something soft over the edge of your desk. I have some pipe lagging. Like this. Now my desk is quite thin, so this is perfect, but you might need something a little bit thicker to go around the edge. Some people use pool noodles, but I've just found they're just a bit too fat and wieldy to actually use, because I like it to be quite in line with my light board, so that there's no big decline from the pool noodle down to the diamond dart. But this is great for my desk, and then I just let the diamond dart drape over. I start from the top and end up at the bottom. I think that's the best way, because gravity will send the diamonds down, so it's just the best way to do it, really. Although some people do start from the bottom to the top, some people start in the middle, some people number all of these release papers and randomly pick one and then do that. So there is no right or wrong way, really. This is just the way I do it. Okay, so thanks for watching. I'll catch up with you soon once I've done a little bit, and if you really like these videos, please consider giving me a like and clicking on the subscribe button at the end of the video. Thanks for listening. See you again soon.